Welcome back to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today, got a good one for you. We're going to be working on a macerator pump. Gentleman says it quit working 2 or 3 months ago, and he would like to have it working again. So let's get started. Let's check some powers, make sure we're getting powers. And then this is a Thetford macerator, and I expect we'll probably be calling Thetford to get them to help us diagnose this. But let's get started here real quick. So we got a switch right here for it, and the gentleman said he already had somebody check, and there is power coming to the pump, but I expect this other wire over here is probably our signal wire that tells the pump to turn on when you turn a switch on. Is there another switch up inside, or just this one? Just this one. So I'm just going to put my meter on DC power. We're going to verify that we still have power here. All right, so we do have power on these 2 big wires, which I think seems funny because the switch has to be on. Because I kind of thought this 3rd wire was going to be a signal wire. So let's see if we have. See if this is a good ground here. Make life a little bit easier. Yes, that is a good ground. So there's nothing on that wire. Huh. Wonder what that 3rd wire's for. Well, I don't know if I said, but there is no power on that 3rd wire. So I think now would be a good time to call Thetford and see what they think. All right, so I'm gonna give Norcold a call. I got a picture of the tag on the end. Let's give Norcold a call.
Thank you for calling Thetford Corporation and Norcold Incorporated. The customer service department is conducting a brief training class at this time. We apologize for the inconvenience. Please try your call again later. You may also find needed information on our website, www.thetford.com or www.norcold.com.
Well, I guess Norcold's not home today. They're in a training session, a brief training session. So what does that exactly mean, a brief training session? Does that mean they'll be done at 11? It's 10:15. Does that mean they'll be done tomorrow? I don't know. What's that mean? It's not a lot of help to me and my customer right now, is it? All right, so you heard on their message, go to norcold.com for assistance. So I did. I typed in macerator pump, nothing's found. So that's not a lot of help either. So I have no schematics for this. I have no idea what that 3rd wire's for. So without schematics and without talking Norcold, I don't know what else I can do here right now. So thanks, Norcold. You're awesome. Back here today on this Thetford macerating pump. In all fairness to Thetford, I showed you on my phone that I had gone to Norcold's site trying to find information on this Thetford sewer pump, and I figured Thetford, Norcold, same company, they would share information, but they don't. So I did go to Thetford's site. Still wasn't any help because they did not have this pump. They had a few pumps on there, but they're all a 2-wire system instead of a 4-wire like this one. So later that day, I did get a hold of somebody at Thetford, found out that the 2 blue wires, I think they're blue, are for an overheat protection circuit in that pump. So you know, if you really drop a big log and you turn that pump on, it gets gnarled up on that, then it would overheat, kick it out so it doesn't damage the pump. So so that one wire that we thought probably should have power on it, should have power on it. It runs through a relay up there under the bed. The gentleman knew about the relay. We looked at it last week when we were here, and there's power coming out of the relay. So somewhere between that relay and this pump, we have lost power on that wire. And Cameron he don't know anything about any of this yet because he wasn't here. But he's going to get to experience it today. So we just got to figure out where we lost power on that wire, restore power, and I think we're going to be good to go. So let's get started. So yeah, I guess there's no information on Thetford's website about this pump because it has been discontinued, but you still think they would have some information on there because you figure somebody's going to be working on it. But yeah, it's whatever. But we got some direction here, and we're going to figure out what's going on. We're going to get this paper towel holder out of here. That way it'll give us a lot better view. We're going to look back in there and see if we see anything. All right, we traced some wires here. We got the 12 volt positive, 12 volt negative going into that pump, and we have that control wire, which is gray and white. We traced it back there, it looped around, comes over here to this switch. That's what turns the macerator on and off. So let's start checking some power at this switch, because I didn't check the power at the switch when I was here before. Probably should have, but I was just a little bit, you know, just frustrated with Thetford because they were not answering the phone because they were doing technical training or whatever, and I just really didn't understand what all these wires were about at the time. So I may not have been as thorough as I should have been, but I was really pressed for time that day too. I had several other jobs. I actually couldn't get back to this job later that day like I would have liked to, and yeah, you know, blah blah blah, just making excuses. Alright, so we got power coming into the switch. Let's see if we have power coming out. We don't. Oh, how much you want to bet we got a bad switch? Let me double check this. Holy moly. Okay. Let me go see if I have a switch that size and see what happens. No, I'm not going crazy. We had power there a while ago, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Okay, so the gray and white wire is a ground. Yeah. The gray and white wire is a ground. So it should never have power on it. So, thinking on my feet here, people. The smoke is rolling out of my ears. So the gray and white is a ground. Then the purple wire is a ground when you flip the switch if you leave it long enough. So that's what should be closing that relay up there then. So how's that turn the pump on? And is this pump actually bad? Because we get power to it when we cut the switch on, because our ground is good, right? Yes. So our ground is good, and that should be ground no matter what this switch does. Yeah. And then we have our power when the switch is on. Yes, we do. Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to call Thetford back, because see, the girl actually told me this blue wire, the gray and white wire, should have power on it. Huh, that's a ground wire, which makes a little more sense, because the two blue wires coming out of the macerator, one goes to the main ground right here, and the other one goes through this switch and goes through that relay up there. So that relay seeing the ground when you flip the switch, turns the relay on. I think this pump should be running, but it ain't. After doing a lot of checking here, I think I got some misinformation from Thetford. I'm actually on hold right now, waiting to talk to him again. When we turn the switch on, this big black wire going to the macerator is energized, but not this gray and white coming out of the coach. It's blue going into the pump. So after doing some more checking, This is actually a ground circuit, and when you cut the switch on and off, it completes a ground circuit. So that's going through that relay. So it's closing that relay when you flip the switch using the ground system. Closes that relay and energizes this wire. So I believe we got a bad pump, and that thing, if we have to change that pump, that's going to be a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. I finally got through to somebody at Thetford Technical Assistance, and I actually got somebody that actually does the training for these pumps. So I was glad to get to talk to him. He had some good knowledge. The pump is not working. I have power going to the pump when we turn the switch on. What was throwing me was this is a 4-wire system, but I have figured out that the 2 blue wires is a thermo thing, but they are both grounded. The one goes into the ground wire right near the pump. The other one, when you flip the switch on, it's apparently what is triggering the relay inside the coach to turn this pump on. So we've got good power and ground down here at the pump, but when we turn it on, it don't work. So that probably means we have a bad pump, correct? Okay. So are you familiar with this 4-wire system that's running the ground through that relay to turn this on and off? I just want to make sure. Okay, well, because the person I spoke to last week didn't understand this system, because she told me, yeah, that the other blue wire should have power on it. Well, after doing some more checking today, no, it's a ground circuit. So, oh, okay, really? Okay, good. Well, whoever I spoke to last week needs some more training. All right, thank you. Okay, so the guy at Thetford says our pump is bad. So now we get to call an extended warranty company, see what they're going to pay for, what they're not going to pay for. So I think these pumps are pretty pricey. So got to see if one's available first. So we'll get back to y'all in just a minute. Well, this one's not going to have the kind of conclusion we like to see. The pump is not available. There is no ETA. So I'm filming this in May of 2021, and we're still dealing with the COVID. So I don't know if this gentleman's going to be here for a couple more months. So I'm going to order it, see if it comes in, and if it comes in, we'll do another video. But for right now, we are done with this one. Me and Cameron, we're going to go down the road and fix another one, and y'all have a fantastic day.